Wow. Two things. One, I'm in New York. Two, I'm drinking this water that went viral because of Ashton Hall, Sagratoga. Yeah, I never thought I'd see this. But anyway, being in New York is actually mad. I tried to show you guys the view, but like if I put the camera facing the view, I can't actually sit down because there's too much light behind me, which makes me look blick as hell. So that just weren't gonna work. But I'll be dropping a vlog anyway for you guys to see. You'll see the views, you'll see the room, like you'll see the hotel I stayed in London. Like I basically take you guys with me throughout this trip. But with that being said, in this episode or video, I'm gonna be talking about killing the old version of yourself. And I know you guys have probably heard this plenty of times before, but it felt very fitting to talk about it now, considering where I am. And if I didn't kill the old version of myself, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be sitting in this room. I wouldn't have worked with the people I've worked with and continue to work with. It's flipping insane, bro. Like, when I think about it, one little moment changed everything for me. And that's when I was just deaf scrolling through TikTok and I seen some guy talking about clipping up like YouTube clips for short form creators. And I was just like, yo, that sounds easy, but like the version of me watching that video has never done that before. It's uncomfortable starting that. It's uncomfortable trying to find clients for that because I've never had a client before. I've never run a business. I've never edited for anyone else. I barely edited for myself. And then me just believing that I could do it is the first step. And that is, to be honest, that's the secret to everything, bro. Literally, belief, self-confidence, self-trust, all of that shit is the key to you becoming who you want to become. And I was having this convo with Nero on the plane here. Literally, your self-worth is the ceiling of what you're going to accomplish. There's people out there that you probably know. You probably watch them or you probably see them and you're like, I'm better than them, bro. I'm better than that guy. How are they making this much money when I'm better than them? And I've seen people that do incredible things and I'm like, wow, you're so good. But I know someone else in your industry that I know they're not as good as you, but they're making more money. And that's because they believe they're better than the person that's actually better. That's literally it. And I think it also clicked for me when I was watching the Kanye documentary. If you guys haven't watched the Kanye documentary, I know right now Kanye is probably not the best person to talk about, but the Kanye documentary is what sold it for me. If you guys have seen it, he was believing in his source for ages. And everyone was like, bro, just stick to making beats. Like, you're the coldest producer. Don't rap. But he was rapping anyway. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He was rapping and he was like showing the big dogs like, yo, he can rap. Like, let me rap with you. Jay-Z, like he's rapping for Jay-Z. And like Jay-Z is arguably one of the GOATs in the rap game, in music in general. And he's rapping to Jay-Z like, look, I can rap. And Jay-Z was like, yeah, that's it was all right. And then Jay-Z carried on doing what he was doing. For 99.9% of people in the world, more than that, they would have been like, oh shit, he didn't rate it like that because he didn't invite me to be on the album or invite me to be on a song or say continue or what else you got. But Kanye believed in his horse and carried on anyway, and look where Kanye is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like when I started out, I was sending outreach messages for like 2-3 months, getting no clients. But for some reason I felt like it was still possible. I didn't be like, oh man, this shit won't work. And of course I had down times where like, man, I really thought this person was gonna reply. I'm there sending different messages, structuring the messages differently, just trying to find a way to get in contact with somebody to work with or get in contact with someone that can help me get to work with someone else. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And all because of that, literally it led me to where I am right now. It's insane. And it's not only that, like there's other things that I did that made me uncomfortable. For example, leaving my job at Argos. That was probably one of the most uncomfortable things ever, considering that no one I really know has a business or could give me advice on how to start a business and how to go about this stuff. Like I just finished uni, went into like working part-time at Argos, picking up extra hours to like pay off my overdraft, my student overdraft. And then I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm going to quit my job to freelance or start this editing business where I'm only making like £500 a month in that business, but my job's paying me like 1.2. Really and truly, I probably could have stayed, but I quit my job to go all in. And I was scared. I was nervous. I was uncertain if any of that was going to work. I was literally shitting myself. I literally just had to do it and then just not think about it. I was just like, I'm just going to do it, hold my breath and not think about it. And then once it was done, I was just kind of like, what now? I've got so much time. What do I do? Okay, I need more clients. How do I get more clients? Let me try and get more money from my current client. And then it went on and went on. And then as I got more results, it just expanded people that knew about me naturally, because people notice, like especially in my space, like if someone grows their following, pardon me, if someone grows their following, you're going to notice that their following is growing and you're going to wonder who helped them. And then my name gets mentioned. And then that's how my network expands. It literally just works like that. But I'm telling you guys, no matter what industry you're in, if you're in makeup, music, art, whether you're doing YouTube, trying to be a creator, whether that's an influencer or you're just trying to create content for your business, you need some crazy self-worth, self-belief, self-trust, confidence, and you need to keep going even when you don't see results physically. Like when I was growing my own page, because I've helped other people grow their pages, one thing that I've noticed when I've helped other people and helped myself, all of them that have been extremely successful had this sense of delusion that it was always going to work, even when their videos weren't getting views and they weren't growing in following. Do you get what I'm trying to say? For example, Nero, he was at 3,000 subscribers, and regardless, he didn't see the growth that he wanted, but he kept going. He could have easily stopped and said, you know what, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna do this. He kept going. Boom, it clicked. Just like that. One video changed everything. And we replicated that formula. Same with Black Bezos, same with myself. I remember posting so many short form videos and I was like, man, this shit ain't banging. And of course, I continued. I was changing my setup, I was changing my camera settings, I was changing the way I was scripting videos, changing the way I was coming up with ideas. I was changing a little bit every single time to try and get to where I want to, get to, even though I wasn't seeing the results. And even though I thought some videos deserved more views than they already had, it didn't get that, of course. And that didn't alter if I was going to be like, I'm not creating no more videos because this video that I thought was amazing didn't get the views that it wanted. And that's what stops a lot of people. I know a lot of people come to me like, I'm not getting the views that I want. Like, what should I do? I've tried everything. You've tried everything, but you've only posted like 20 videos, 30 videos. Even if you posted 100 videos and it's not working. Guys, I need you guys to realize some people have been creating content in some shape or form for a long time. Nero was writing on Snapchat for years before even getting on YouTube. And before he was on YouTube, he was on Instagram. Me, I helped people for years before I started and then I helped people. And then I started my own stuff again before I actually blew up. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's very rare that someone who has never made a single video in their life, ever, for themselves or anyone else, or even consumed content on how to create videos for a long time, just creates content and within 10 days just blows up. It just doesn't work like that. Like recently I've been speaking to Liban, something like that. He blew up on Instagram. Literally, I think he posted like 10 videos and I think he's on like 7,000 followers or something like that. But his background is literally in content, videography, editing, so he knows how the whole ball game works. Like he knows how it all works. And just because of that, instantly it gives him the confidence to do this. He already knows what works and what doesn't work. It gives him the confidence, he knows his self-worth, and he's expanding. Literally this whole episode, you just need to get rid of your old self. And people come up with so many excuses of why they can't do this or why they can't do that. And that's literally your old self saying, hey, let's not do that. Let's not do that. It's making me a bit uncomfortable because if you do it, you might leave me behind. And I don't want to be left behind. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So anytime you feel scared, anytime that you feel nervous, worried, that's probably the thing that you need to do. Literally, it's probably the thing you need to do. And I think about it, like I've been wanting to move out for a long time. Even when I was at university, I probably should have moved out, but I was kind of scared and I was kind of using logic, like what's the point moving out if my uni is in my hometown? It just doesn't make sense. Maybe I should just done it anyway. And now I'm sitting here like, why should I move out when being at my mom's house isn't too bad? Like there's a few things that gets on my nerves and I just don't have my own personal space sometimes, but it's not too bad. Why not just stay? One, comfortability. Anytime you're comfortable, you will never grow. When you're uncomfortable, that leaves so much room for growth because you're now wondering, okay, how can I get comfortable? How can I get to a stage where everything's working for me? For example, if I move out, I know that I've got a bill every single month that I need to pay to keep this roof over my head. One, I don't want to embarrass myself and be like, damn, I couldn't do it. So I'm gonna find ways to make that money to keep the roof over my head. But not only that, I'm gonna find and think of ways to make more. Because I'm not just gonna, just pay rent and just sit in the yard like this with no food in the fridge, shit like that. I'm gonna find ways so I can go out, have a cheeky Nando's, go out to a nice restaurant, go on a holiday, vacations, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna find ways to make that happen. Whether that's selling more of my service, creating a new offer, focusing more on the content I'm actually creating so I can reach more people and change more people's lives, impact more people's lives. So then, it all circulates. So it comes back to me in some way, shape or form, literally. And there's a few things that I've been scared to do. For example, leaving my job, moving out, which I'm actually gonna move out soon. What else have I been scared to do? I was always scared to start YouTube again, Also scared to leave the country. Sorry, not leave. Yeah, kind of scared to leave the country. Scared to film outside, for one. I filmed outside a couple of times. I was going to film this outside, but I was just kind of like, not today. The weather, New York be like, yo, 26 degrees, it's so hot. Bro, I'm literally wearing a jumper. It's not that hot. It's actually not that hot. And I see people outside in t-shirts and stuff like that. I don't know how they're doing it, bro. And plus, when the wind licks you, I'm not feeling warm air. That shit is cold as hell. It's brick. I'm sure that's what you man say. Anyway, yeah, man. Like, literally, the old version of you just wants to keep you comfortable. If there's one thing you take from this whole entire video, increase your self-worth. And that's just literally telling yourself you're worth more and believing that you're worth more. And you need to believe that you actually provide value. Like, one thing I always doubt is, how valuable am I to other people that buy my service? Like, building a personal brand, how valuable is that? And it's so valuable that I can't even conceptualize this. It's like, I'm giving you the platform, I'm giving you the infrastructure to increase your streams of revenue, make more money in your business, acquire more brand deals or brand deals in general. I'm giving you a platform to have an audience so you can release a book, release a planner, sell something, create new offers. And it's literally incredibly valuable. And sometimes I just don't see that, man. I just see something creaking back there. That's kind of scary still, I ain't gonna lie. But it's incredibly invaluable, which is why I always just sit there and think to yourself, how valuable is my service truly, and how good are you at your service? And then actually value yourself. That's worth that price. You know what I'm trying to say? Value yourself. That's worth that price. And one thing about this trip that made me realize something crazy is, obviously we flew business class, and I was going to the toilet. And on the way back, I was just looking around at everyone and I was like, all these seats are full. There's not one seat in business class that wasn't full. And I sat there and I thought, everyone here paid for business class. There is money in this world, bro. And I guarantee when I fly back, it's going to be full as well. So everyone would have paid for business class. Now I'm in this hotel and I'm like, this hotel ain't cheap either, bro. And everyone's paid for a room. And everyone's got different rooms. And like, you go outside, there's people making money. Like, we paid like $20 per photo, and we took like, I think 8 photos or something like that. And there's like 7 other guys doing the exact same thing, and I literally seen someone taking more photos. I was just like, bro, there's literally money everywhere. So like, this whole scarcity thing and all of that, I'm just trying to really get that out of my mind and really step into true abundance. Like one thing that Nero told me is like, I need to be, I need to stop being scared of spending money, because that's an indication of scarcity. Because me not spending money or being scared of spending money is an indication that I don't believe that money is going to come back to me, or I don't believe more money is going to come back to me, which indicates scarcity. Like, there's not enough. I'm not going to get it back. Or I got it by luck. And whether I believe that consciously, it's going to be my subconscious that, oh no, I can't release this money because I ain't going to get it back. So, yeah, man, this trip has been a massive eye opener in terms of money. You know, more self awareness, self worth, self belief. And if you guys haven't, watch that Kanye documentary, man. I'm probably going to film another video while I'm here. Because as I'm sitting down, I don't really feel 100% satisfied with this video. So it may or may not come out. But Central Park is literally just out there. So I might just wake up one morning and kind of go down and film there. Yeah. I think that would be good. I think that would be good. But this room is nice, though, and the view looks good. Colors look sweet. But with that being said, I think I've covered everything. Literally. Last thing, block out the noise. There's going to be people around you, whether it's online or, you know, family, friends, or just anyone in person, even random people. They're just going to doubt you. And their doubts might filter into your mind, which is why I say block out the noise. Because once you start doubting yourself, that's where the self-trust, the self-belief, all of that crumbles. And then your brain is blocking out ways of how you can make better videos so you can blow up, how you can improve your business, how you can make more money, how you can travel the world, or how you can move out. Literally, whatever you want to do, your brain is going to give you more excuses, and it's going to find ways for you not to do the thing that you want to do so you can achieve the life that you want to achieve. So block out the noise, believe in yourself, do it when you're scared, do it when you're anxious, do it when you're worried, do it when you're uncertain. Bro, just do the thing, man. And more importantly, be that person. Because if you be that person, you'll naturally do the things that that person does. And if you be and do, you will have everything that they have, or everything that you want.